tend to be quite challenging in terms of the presentation. The arteritic tends to be more profound vision loss. So it can be your typical older female, maybe an auntie or a granny. We sometimes associate with age. We think it's very common in the 70s and 80s. And in my experience, you tend to find the ladies who come into you tend to be quite slim. Maybe they complain of weight loss. So again, there's been numerous studies over talking about the sensitivity of the ultrasound diagnosis. Have you ever had a moment of double vision? Have you ever had a moment where your vision disappears? With an NAION, it tends to be a little bit different. The vision loss doesn't tend to be as profound. Some medication which can have an increased risk of an NAION tend to be erectile dysfunction medication. We tend to have that disc pallor, so it tends to return to its normal architecture. The disc margins are quite sharp, quite distinct. There's a very common American statement where the patient sees nothing and the doctor sees nothing. And we talk about a very typical triad of symptoms that they'll complain of. They'll complain of loss of vision, blurry vision in one eye. Papiledema can only be used after we know that elevated intracranial pressure is higher than normal. The temporal area looks a little bit elevated and you think it could be a papiledema. It's probably not. The nerve goes through its swelling process and it does actually return to its normal shape and size.